And welcome to session 4 here in East Kilbride. Can I have everyone's attention whilst I read the health and safety announcement, please? Shh. So in the event of an emergency, a siren will sound and staff will direct you to the nearest exit. Please ensure you keep all fire exit areas clear, taking a look around and checking where your nearest exits are. There are to be no glass items or outdoor footwear poolside, and swimmers on leaving poolside should dry off and wear appropriate dry clothing and footwear. Please keep the stairways clear and do not sit on the stairs. There are no mobile phones to be in the changing rooms, toilets or shower areas. Anyone wishing to take photographs or videos, the forms are available at the Meet Information Desk, which should be completed to obtain the appropriate band to show that you have the appropriate permission. Videos cannot be posted on unsecure websites, but may be posted on secure club websites. Spectators are asked to focus as much as possible on their own swimmer when videoing, particularly if those videos are to be shared. So, marshalling this afternoon, swimmers, coaches, team managers, we're asking that swimmers are in the marshalling area, either 15 minutes before or 3 heats before, whichever is the shortest, please, up to the marshalling area to ensure that that runs smoothly. I think before we go further, I think John Deans wishes to speak. So you'll see that our officials are on poolside and our swimmers are getting ready. My name is Jackie Smith and joining me this afternoon is Robert Taylor. Welcome to everybody here in the venue and on live streaming. Just pass you to John Deans, our swimming convener, for a moment.
The attention of coaches, team managers, and everyone in the gallery. Just a request, we have no one allocated, clubs have not allocated or signed up anyone for the awards table again for this afternoon. So I'll take any volunteer who is prepared to sit and pass out the awards to the swimmers. It would be appreciated. Thank you.
So we'll get started with event 401, but before doing so, I will introduce our senior officials for this evening's session. Our referees are Jennifer Neal and Hazel Hastings. And our starter this evening is Rona Lindsay. Over to the referees.
So as Jackie says, we have 2 heats of Mayon Open 400 IM to kick us off with. Gordon McLeod, South Ayrshire, is in lane 1. Aidan Nixon, Belsilk Sharks in 2. Dominic Gribben, Red 96 in 3. 4, Callum Struzik, Belsilk Sharks. 5, Jack Keevan, Red 96. And 6, Kyle Martin, City of Glasgow. 5:24 through to 6:03 are the entry times in this one. The 2 guys in the middle lanes off very strongly indeed. Dominic in 3, Callum in 4. It's just Callum Struzik with the advantage over Dominic Gribben. Those 2 well clear of the remainder. Jack Keevan perhaps third. After the butterfly, Dominic Gribben, Callum Struzik. First a second between them. Very nice turn though for the Wren lad, Dominic. Put a bit of distance between him and Callum out of that turn. Gone about 3 body lengths clear now. So on the backstroke section, Wren swimmer really beginning to pull away significantly here. And also coming through very strongly is Jack in the lane on the far side in 5. He's now turned in second. He's around 5 seconds behind the leader now. Dominic Griven going pretty strongly. So about 25 metres of backstroke to go. Callum Struzik now lying in 4th. Gordon McLeod from South Ayrshire tries to get into the mix. So we'll see how this develops when we move on to the breaststroke section. Dominic with a good healthy advantage at the moment. 2:37 at halfway. 2:37.48. Well, he's got still that 5-second advantage. 2:40.240. And another 5.5 seconds further back to Gordon McLeod from South Ayrshire. Dominic still maintains a fairly similar gap between him and Jack. Rest of the field a long way off those two. It's still Dominic. We'll see what that gap is when we get to the 250 mark. Looks as though he's just increased it a little bit further. He's about 7 or 8 metres clear. Turns 3:25.30. Jack now hits the wall, 3:32.40, so he's increased that lead by another couple of seconds and looks pretty good to take this first heat now. Gordon still has 3rd place under control. Aidan Nixon just sneaked past his teammate Callum Struzik into 4th. Kel Martin still the back marker. Our leader comes down to complete the breaststroke section and will complete the race with 100 freestyle to go. 3:37. Sorry, 4:12.46. Jack's just about to turn now. 4:23.72. So about 11 seconds of a difference and about another 2 3/4 seconds between him and Gordon McLeod, who's in 3rd at the moment. Aidan Nixon trying to close that gap, but he's a long way off the 3rd place swimmer. Our leader turns with 50 to go. Look for a time pretty close to his entry time, 5:24.20. But good if he can get a couple of seconds inside that. A nice strong finish. So Dominic Griven inside the final 10 metres. It looks as though he's going to just improve that time by a second or two. 5:22.89. About a second and a half faster than his entry time. Well done, Dominic. His teammate going to come in pretty close to his entry time, 5:38.70. Well, he can't get much closer than a 1/10 of a second, 5:38.80. And a good swim from Gordon McLeod, 5:43.83, 5:43.80 entry time. So pretty good swims, guys. Aidan finished in 4th place, Callum in 5th, and our final swimmer, Kyle Martin, coming in now. Unfortunately, disqualification, lane 6 for technical infraction.
Heat 2, lane 1, Murray Johnson, Ren 96. 2, Jack Shaw, Bells Hill Sharks. We have an empty lane 3. 4, Clark Malkin Gill, Inverclyde. 5, Alexandru Vasilios, Bells Hill Sharks. And 6, Jay McKinnon, Western Bartonshire. 5:17 through to 5:22 for entry times for these boys. I think it's the Inverclyde swimmer, Clark Malkin Gill. We saw him swim 1,500 metres just before the break. And at the end of session 3 there, and command that one. 31.83 for him, ahead of Jack Shaw. Swimming in lane 2. Not a lot to split our two leaders at the moment. Clark Malkin Gill, I think he has maybe just about half a body length advantage as we come down to the transition. The first transition, and it's the Bells Hill Shark swimmer gaining the advantage going into the turn. Jack Shaw, 109.45. So is looking at something faster than the previous heat, some just about 2 seconds, but it's Jack Shaw leading ahead of Clark Malkin Gill and Alexandru Vasilios in third place at that turn. And Jack Shaw looks like he's moving away in this backstroke section from the rest of the field, as perhaps Clark Malkin Gill comes under some pressure from the swimmer in lane 5 and 6, Alexandru Vasilios and Jay McKinnon. So it is lane 2, Jack Shaw turning ahead of Clark Malkin Gill, and in turn he's ahead of Alexandru Vasilios. Jay McKinnon in 4th, in behind Alexandru, but really we have a clear leader, and then 3 boys vying for 2nd and 3rd place as we come down to the turn at the halfway mark. So Jack Shaw will lead the field in to that turn and transition into breaststroke. It will be, I think, Alexandru who will be in 2nd, with Clark Malkin Gill and Jay McKinnon just right in behind him. Really nothing to split the 3 boys in behind our leader. So will the breaststroke make any difference? Clark's already got himself up into 2nd place ahead of Alexandru. Swimming really nicely closer to me, Murray Johnson of Ren 96. He's up in there in the mix for 2nd place now. Murray makes inroads onto the Clark Malkin Gill, but it's Jack Shaw that continues to lead this race. He turns now in a 3:20.96. Clark Malkin Gill 3:25, and it's Murray Johnson turning in 3rd, 3:27.27. So fairly commanding lead for Jack Shaw at the moment, but they are coming back at him. Clark Malkin Gill really moving through the water now. Murray Johnson working hard to keep his 3rd place. It's Jack Shaw, Clark Malkin Gill. Clark is closing the gap as we come up to the turn for the final transition in this 400 IM. Murray Johnson still just has the advantage for 3rd place, but he'll need to keep an eye on what's happening over in lanes 5 and 6. So Jack Shaw, 4:08.15, some 3.5 second advantage over Clark Malkin Gill. Murray Johnson turns in 3rd place, 4:15.76. It's just under 2 seconds of an advantage over Alexandru at that turn. But Alexandru is now moving up into 3rd place. Jack Shaw still leads this one. Can Clark do anything about this lead that Jack has built up over the course of the last 350 metres? Jack turns 1st, Clark 2nd. I think Alexandru will turn in 3rd. He does, ahead of Murray Johnson and Jay McKinnon. So this might look, Clark is really motoring down this final 50 metres. He's really eaten into the lead that Jack has. Jack Shaw, Clark Malkin-Gill. This is looking really exciting. This is a battle now. Can Jack keep Clark at bay? It looks like he's going to be able to do that, and he does. That goes to Jack Shaw in a 5:21.18. Clark Malkin-Gill takes second place in a 5:21.73. And third place goes to Alexandru Vasilios in a 5:27.67.
Six heats of girls 100 butterfly. Isabella Shanks, Belsill Sharks 1. Poppy Biggard, Kilmarnock 2. Cara Gray, Belsill Sharks 3. Betty Boyle, Western Bartonshire in 4. Empty Lane 5. Hannah Gaffney, Rutherglen in 6. 1:23 to 1:26 are the entry times in this one. And Cara Gray, 14-0 from Belsill. That's a couple of body lengths advantage here. Clear leader at the halfway mark. Poppy Bigger, Isabella Shanks in 2 and 1, going pretty well. But it's Cara with the advantage, 36.57. Other three girls behind, Betty, Poppy and Isabella, all very much the same. And they're beginning to try and get back on terms with their early leader. Cara Gray still with over a body length advantage. But Poppy Biggard from Kilmarnock putting in a determined challenge to try and get back on terms. She's really got the bit between her teeth now, really flying down the final 15 metres. Can she get up to take this one? Also going well is Betty Boyle, but Cara Gray just hanging on, and hanging on being the operative word as she gets overtaken right at the death. 1:23.06, great swim from Poppy to snatch that one. 1:23.35 for Cara and 1:25.05 Betty Boyle. Good race, girls. A nice finish from Poppy.
Heat 2, Lane 1, Amelia Surrey of City of Glasgow. 2, Zoe Griffin, Cumbernauld. 3, Amelia Prigale, Belsill Sharks. Empty Lane 4, 5, Carmen Hume, Kilmarnock, and an empty Lane 6. So it looks like it's Lane 5, Carmen Hume, the Kilmarnock swimmer who's taken the early lead, but also swimming really well. Closer to me is the 11-year-old from City of Glasgow, Amelia Surrey. She'll certainly, I think, she'll go into the wall in second place. She does, in behind Carmen Hume, 37.16, 37.39. So nothing really to split first and second at the halfway mark. It's coming through nicely in Lane 2 now. Zoe Griffin, the Cumbernauld swimmer, certainly up into second place, and behind the City of Glasgow swimmer in their Lane 1 there, Amelia Surrey. It's Amelia Surrey, Zoe Griffin. Can Amelia hold on here, or is Zoe going to late charge? Is she going to overhaul her? I think she will just do it. Goes to the Cumbernauld swimmer there in a 1:21.76. The board is not showing the time for Lane 1 at the moment, so we'll wait for that to be adjusted, because I'm sure, there we go. A 1:22.62 for Amelia, and in third place in Lane 5 with a 1:26.31 is Carmen Hume.
Heat 3, Jenna Lindsay, Hamilton Bass in 1, Orla McKillen, Cumbernauld in 2, Charlotte Shanks, Bellshill Sharks in 3, 4 is Becky Motion, East Kilbride going nicely in 5, Holly Walker, Cumbernauld and Ada Broden, Ren 96 in 6. Ada trying to get on terms with Holly, who started well, and also still within right touching distance, Rebecca Motion, East Kilbride in 4, the far side with the advantage. Lanes 5 and 6 pretty much together. The touch actually goes to Rebecca, 35-10. And at the turn, it is Rebecca with maybe half a metre advantage now. Other 3 girls on the near side trying to also get into the mix. They've a lot to do. Charlotte Shanks, maybe best of those 3 on this side, but no doubt who's going to take this one. East Kilbride swimmer Rebecca Motion really flying down the final 50 metres. Entry time of 1:20.5, and she's going to be well inside that. That's a cracking swim. Takes the heat in 1:16.15. The fast finishing Charlotte Shanks takes second, and in lane 2, Orla McClellan from Cumbernauld takes third, 1:21.14 and 1:22.48 for Charlotte and Orla. Just confirm a disqualification, lane 5 for technical infraction in that last heat. No change in the 1, 2, 3.
And this is Heat 4, Lane 1, Lucy Slider, South Ayrshire Swim Team. 2, Ellie Mayer, Hamilton Baths. 3, Hazel Shrew, Ren 96. 4, Zara McNeil, Rutherglen. 5, Sandy Keddy, Cumbernauld. And 6, Neve Shields, Hamilton Baths. And it's the Cumbernauld swimmer, Sandy Keddy, there in lane 5, who has taken the early lead, but she's been challenged for that by lane 2's Ellie Mayo of Hamilton Baths. If they go into the turn, it will be Sandy that takes the field in, and a 35-30 ahead of lane 4's Zara McNeil, and in turn Neve Shields there. But it's Sandy Keddy leading here in lane 5, and the battle is for second and third place. Sandy's looking very strong out in front now. Second and third, I think, will come from lanes 4 and 6. Zara McNeil and Neve Shields. But really coming through nicely, Lucy Slider, the South Ayrshire swimmer, as is Ren 96, Hazel Shrew. But into the wall now comes our winner, Sandy Keddy, in a 1:18.54, taking that ahead of lane 4, Zara McNeil, in a 1:21.20. 4/100ths of a second, splitting second and third place. Third place going to Neve Shields in a 1:21.24.
Heat 5, Riva Wang, City Glasgow in 1. Amy Jones, Forth Valley Tridents 2. Evie Chan, Ren 96 in 3. Eva Dempster from City Glasgow in 4. Grace Blair, Forth Valley Tridents in 5. And Isla Stevenson, Bellshill Sharks in lane 6. Might be the far away lane. Ella Stevenson from Belsill. And coming through very strongly, Evie Chan from round 96. I think it's Evie who is the leader. Reva Wang also going well. City Glasgow swimmer in 1. She's about half a second behind her leader, Evie Chan, 35.73. Turning in third was Grace Blair. At the moment, it's still Evie with the advantage, although Reva Wang coming through pretty strongly to try and challenge. Over on the far side, very little between Grace and Isla. Evie Chan looks as though she has this one. Going to be close for the minor places. Evie's got this one pretty well wrapped up. Who's going to get second? I think it might just be Reva, and in 6, 2 opposite lanes, Evie Chan. 117.98, 119.86 for Reva Wang, and Isla Stevenson, 120.02.
So just while we await the start of the next heat, the final heat of event 402, I'll give you the results of the boys 400 metre IM. Our 13-year-olds, start with the 14-year-olds. And silver medal goes to South Ayrshire's Gordon MacLeod. Gold goes to Ren 96's Jack Kivlahan. 15-year-old boys, bronze goes to Murray Johnson, Ren 96. Silver, Alexandru Vasilios, Belsill Sharks, and gold, Dominic Gribben, Ren 96. 16-year-old boys, bronze goes to Callum Struzik, Belsill Sharks. Silver, Jay McKinnon, Western Bartonshire. Gold, Clark Malkingill, Inverclyde. 17 and over, silver medal goes to Aidan Nixon, Belsill Sharks, and gold goes to Jack Shaw, Belsill Sharks. Reminded. And this is heat 6 of event 402, the final heat of this event. In lane 1, Alicia Thompson, Cumbernauld. Her teammate, Megan Ferris, goes in lane 2. 3 sees Beth Gillis, Hamilton Baths. 4, Alice Meldrum, City of Glasgow. And 5, Amy Robertson, Cumbernauld, with an empty lane 6. And it's the City of Glasgow swimmer, Alice Meldrum, who has the advantage, I think, going into the wall. Possibly that may have changed. So watch that. No, in fact, it's lane 3. Beth Gillis, Hamilton Baths, has that ahead of Alice Meldrum, and in turn ahead of Amy Robertson. So coming up to just about half a length to go. And it's lane 2, lane 5 now. Megan Ferris, Amy Robertson. Also coming up alongside them, Beth Gillis, the 13-year-old from Hamilton Baths. The 2 Cumbernauld swimmers battling it out for first and second, but first will go to Megan Ferris in a time of 1:15.07. Amy Robertson in second place in a 1:15.43. And third place goes to Hamilton Baths, Beth Gillis, in a 1:17.47. So we're moving on to event 403. It's the turn of our male open 11 and over. And a 100-meter butterfly, just retrieving a swim cap there from the floor of the pool before the race can get started. So we just have the 3 swimmers in the first heat, and we have 5 heats of this 100-meter butterfly for the boys this evening. Not. So we're on heat 1 here, and lane 2, Adam Somerville, Ren 96. Lane 3, Kieran Naismith, Bells Hill Sharks, and 4, Cameron Miller, North Ayrshire. So it's a 100-meter butterfly here, going into the wall. It looks like it's the Bells Hill Shark swimmer, Kieran Naismith, in that red cap. But all very tight there. In fact, 34.07 for Cameron Miller of North Ayrshire, turning first ahead of Kieran Naismith. There, coming out of the turn. It's really very tight between those 2 boys. Adam Somerville in behind them, but it's Cameron Miller, Kieran Naismith, Adam Somerville. We're coming into the closing meters as the North Ayrshire swimmer starts to move away from the rest of the field, opening up clear water. Cameron entered on a 1:16.70. Let's watch the clock as he comes into the closing stages. 1:13.13, well under his entry time. Bells Hill Shark swimmer Kieran Naismith takes second in a 1:18.15, and third place goes to Adam Somerville in a 1:19.39.
Our second heat, Luke Todd in 2, Forth Valley Tridents. 3, Kyle Sanderson, South Ayrshire. 4, Jack Morrison, Cumbernauld. 5, Joshua McCluskey, Kilmarnock. And a nice strong start from Kyle in lane 3. Maybe half a body length ahead of Jack Morrison from Cumbernauld. Other 2 guys fairly close behind, but advantage at the moment still with Kyle. Jack's on his shoulder though. A little between the 2 guys. 700s between them. Advantage out the turn with Jack. But Kyle's still well there. Third place, Luke Todd. And it's now the Ayrshire lad, Kyle Saunderson, just beginning to exert his authority down the final stretch. Going about a body length clear. Jack Morrison second. Very close for third. It's just Luke Todd ahead of Joshua McCluskey. But no doubt Kyle Saunderson's won this pretty comfortably indeed. 1:10.38. Second will be Jack. And third place in lane 5 is Joshua. 1:14.67 and 1:15.77 for second and third.
Heat 3, Lane 1, Zachary Pine, Inverclyde. 2, Archie Barr, Ren 96. Empty Lane 3. 4, Hamish Black, South Ayrshire. 5, Alex Jacovides, Inverclyde. And 6, Callan Chesser, City of Glasgow. So I think possibly lanes 2 and 5 are leading. Let's watch this right up alongside them. We also have lane 1. It's lane 5 turning first, 32.85. So that's Alex Jacovides ahead of Archie Barr, and in turn ahead of Hamish Black at the halfway mark. Coming right back now. Alex Jacovides continues to have the advantage, but they are coming back at him. Watch the South Ayrshire swimmer Hamish Black moving to within half a body length of Alex Jacovides. Hamish Black, Alex Jacovides. Can Hamish do this? Can Hamish? He has. Hamish has overhauled Alex Jacovides. 1:12.14 for Hamish. 1:12.46 for Alex Jacovides. And third place goes to Ren 96's Archie Barr, I beg your pardon, in a 1:12.63.
So empty lane in 1, 2, Jay McKinnon, Western Bartishire. 3, Michael Winship, City Glasgow. 4, Lewis Riley, South Ayrshire. 5, Regan Shaw, Cumbernauld. And 6, Dominic Gribben, Ren 96. Well, Michael Winship out very strongly. That's maybe a metre advantage over Lewis Riley. Also well there, Dominic Gribben in 6. And at halfway, Dominic Gribben going well. And he's got the advantage, 30.3 out the turn. And over in lane 6 is the Ren 96 swimmer Dominic Gribben with the advantage. Regan Shaw along with Lewis Riley in 5 and 4. 5 for second and third. But no doubt that lane 6 is going to take this one pretty comfortably indeed. Dominic Gribben, Lewis Riley, and Regan Shaw. That's going to be the 1, 2, 3. Times are 1:07.11, 1:08.86 and 1:09.48.
And this is Heat 5, the final heat of event 403. In lane 1, Clark Malkin Gill, Inverclyde. 2, Kyle Connolly, East Kilbride. 3, Reuben Pearson, Bells Hill Sharks. 4, Aaron Russell, also Bells Hill Sharks. 5, Nate Uppington, Ren 96. And an empty lane 6. And this does look very tight as the boys go up to the turn. Difficult to call, possibly lane 2 it is. 30.19 for Kyle Connolly at the turn there, ahead of Reuben Pearson and ahead of Clark Malkin Gill. So let's see what happens. These 3 boys closest to us are really beginning to tighten up. Still the advantage lies with Kyle Connolly, the East Kilbride swimmer. But Clark Malkin Gill and Reuben Pearson coming back at him, but I think he's going to hold this one. Maybe Clark still having a go now in the closing stages here, but it will belong to the East Kilbride swimmer Kyle Connolly, finishing in a 1:05.26. Clark Malkin Gill in lane 1 in a 1:05.99 in second place, and third place goes to Reuben Pearson, Bells Hill Sharks, in a 1:07.51.
2 heats of girls 200 free. Sophia McGinley, Cumbernauld in 1. Ava Pettigrew in 2. And 3, Alex Shepherd. All Cumbernauld. 4, Grace Blair, Forth Valley Giants. 5, Ruby Hunter, Hamilton Baths. 6, Ada Broden from Ren 96. Sophia McGinley out very strongly in lane 1. 2:24s to 2:30s are the entry times here. Half a second advantage Ada has, Sophia has over Ruby Hunter from Hamilton Baths. Over in lane 5, she's best of the rest. At the moment it's Sophia McGinley out smartly and maintaining that strong start. Good body length or so clear. Ruby just ahead of Ada over that far side. So the halfway mark. 109.21, second and a half difference. Ruby, Ada and Alex Shepherd, second, third and fourth. And at the moment, it's still Sophia. Ruby Hunter's getting to work now. And a 14-year-old, youngest in this heat, really beginning to try and close that gap that Sophia's maintained. We're getting to the 150 mark. It's not much between the two. I think it's just Sophia. It's not, it's just gone the other way, just by quarter of a second or so. And out the turn, a little between the two swimmers still. Sophia in 1, Ruby in 5. And Sophia still giving everything out in this outside lane. 15 to go. It's Ruby that's just gone back into the lead inside the final 15 metres. Ruby Hunter from Hamilton Baths is going to take the first heat. 2:25.75. Sophia in second, and third place, very tight, 100th in it. Alex Shepherd finishes third, 2:29.04. 2:27.47 second place, Sophia McGinley.
And this is heat 2. In lane 1 is Heidi Shaw, Ren 96. 2, Emily Dawson, Milngavie Bears Den. 3, I think that is Hazel Shue of Ren 96. 4, Nina Spirit Hawthorne, Inverclyde. 5, Ailsa Chand, East Kilbride. And 6, Jessica Lafferty, Bellshill Sharks. And off to a storming start there in lane 2 is the Milngavie Bears Den swimmer, Emily Dawson. Leading the field into the turn in a 32.49, just outside the time posted in the earlier heat there, and leading ahead of Nina Spirit Hawthorne after 50 metres. So it is still the Milngavie Bears Den swimmer, but they are coming back at her. Nina Spirit Hawthorne there in lane 4. In second, watch Jessica Lafferty, Bellshill Sharks over in lane 6. She's up into third now. Splitting them is Ailsa Chan, the East Kilbride swimmer, we saw in action this morning. The cracking swim from her. So Emily Dawson continues to lead here. Nina Spirit Hawthorne in behind. 2 girls in third place now, Ailsa Chand and Jessica Lafferty. Not too far behind is Heidi Shaw, Ren 96. They're swimming there in lane 1. Into the final turn. 1:47.67 for Emily Dawson. Just seeing a heat just around the same time as the previous heat now. So I think it's all about second, unless they can find something to come back at the Milngavin Bears Den swimmer. They're certainly having a go. Here comes the East Kilbride swimmer. Nina Spirit Hawthorne still having a go at this. She's in third at the moment. So I think the finish order will be lane 2, lane 5, lane 4. Let's see, the times are not recording for lane 2 at the moment. There we go, 2:25.13 for Emily Dawson, ahead of Elsa Chand, and in a 2:25.66. And Nina Spirit Hawthorne in third place in a 2:26.02. And now it's the turn of our male and open with 2 heats in event 405.
So the first of the 2 for the guys. 1, Zachary Pine, Inverclyde. 2, Lewis Riley, South Ayrshire, empty lane 3. 4 is Ryan Crabb, Bren 96. 5, Rory Stevenson. 4, Larry Tridents. And 6, Declan Cassels from East Kilbride. Nicely away in the middle lanes. Ryan Crabb in 4. And in 5, Rory Stevenson. Lewis Riley also up there. Oh, about half a second between those 3 swimmers. Other 2 guys a little bit further back. So the advantage possibly with Lewis in 2 from Ryan in 4. Rory just a fraction further back. So coming to halfway. Lewis Riley from South Ayrshire. Maybe a half a metre clear. Gap nearly a second now. 1:06 at halfway. And about a body length advantage that Lewis has over Ryan Crabb, Rory Stevenson. And the South Ayrshire lad beginning just to pull away now. And looks the stronger of the 3 swimmers as we get into the business end of the race. Just over 50 to go, and this looks pretty good for Lewis. Gap was almost a second. Well, it's over 2 seconds now, and a really neat turn. Just extends that advantage further as he gets to work down the final stretch. Ryan Crabb second, still about a body length clear of Rory Stevenson. So Lewis Riley, 2:14.90 was his entry time. He's going to be pretty well on that. 2:15.24. Ryan Crabb, 2:18.83 and 2:20.70 for Rory Stevenson. And just before this race concludes, we just mention that Isla Stevenson from Bellshill Sharks, who hasn't any more swims coming up, wish Isla a happy birthday, 15 today. So happy birthday, Isla Stevenson from Bellshill Sharks.
This is heat 2 of 405. Lane 1, Cameron Hamill, North Ayrshire. Empty lane 2. 3, Clark Malkin-Gill, Inverclyde. 4, Daniel Hay, Forth Valley Trident. 5, Harry Keogh, Ren 96, and 6, Brian Fitzpatrick, West Dunbartonshire. Entry times all around the late 2:11s, early 2:12s. So this should be a tight race, but it's lane 5. Harry Keogh, 28.81 at the turn there ahead of Daniel Hay, and in turn Clark Malkin Gill. Some programme Clark's having this weekend. I think he's just come out of a race. Up with a firm lead, a body and a half length lead. There's the Ren 96, Harry Keogh in lane 5, turns in a 1:00.29. So Harry entered on a 2:11.69. Forth Valley Trident swimmer Daniel Hay in second place, and Inverclyde's Clark Malkin Gill in third. So no change at the turn there in the order of swimmers in the pool. Brian Fitzpatrick over in lane 6 is in fourth place. Going into the final turn now, and it's a 1:32.60 for Harry Keogh. I think we're probably seeing the finish order now, but never say never. So it's Harry Keogh. I don't think anybody's going to catch him, leading ahead of Daniel Hay. But Brian Fitzpatrick really moving well through the mortar over there in lane 6. Can he catch Clark Malkin Gill? Remains to be seen. We've got about 50 metres to go as Ren 96's Harry Keogh finishes in a 2:04.68 inside his entry time. Forth Valley's Daniel Hay finishes in a 2:10.15, and indeed Brian Fitzpatrick takes third place in a 2:15.29, 2/100ths of a second splitting him, and fourth place Clark Malkin Gill.
First of 50 breaststrokes, 6 heats. Alexander Thompson, Stranraer Stingrays, Cara Gray in 2, Belsilk Sharks, Charlotte Gudici, Renfrew Baths 3, Neve Shields, Hamilton Baths 4, Lucy Vigong, South Ayrshire 5, and Amelia Turner, Kingston in 6. Well, might just be lane 2, Cara Gray from Belsilk Sharks. Oh, pretty tight. Lane 4, Neve Shields, Hamilton Bass coming through, but it's the red cap to the 4 in this one. Cara Gray. Cara looks as though she's got this from lanes 4 and 3. That's how it finishes. Cara Gray 41.78, 42.68 for Neve Shields, and Charlotte Gudici 43.46.
Heat 2, lane 1, Casey Crisp, East Kilbride. 2, Lexi Crosby, Milngavie and Bearsden. 3, Holly Walker, Cumbernauld, empty lane 4. 5, Rachel Cameron, North Ayrshire. And 6, Gemma Hill, Milngavie and Bearsden. I think we're looking at Lexi Crosby, the 12-year-old from Milngavie and Bearsden, leading the field alongside East Kilbride's Casey Crisp. So lanes 1 and 2 here. Casey just gaining the advantage by the looks of it. So it's Casey Chris from Lexi Crosby. We're going to come very tight at the finish there, but it is Casey that takes that in a 41.18 ahead of Lexi Crosby in a 42.06. And third place goes to North Ayrshire's Rachel Cameron in a 43.98.
Heat 3, Ailey Walsh, Rutherglen 1, 2, Neve Moore, Western Barnshire 2, 3, Holly Hutchison, Hamilton Bass 3, 4 is Lucy McKenna, Cumbernauld, 5, Isabella Gemmell from Forth Valley Tridents, and 6, Ruby Hunter, Hamilton Baths. Oh, halfway gone, and might just be Lucy Hunter, Ruby Hunter rather, over on the far side. Also well there in lane 3, Holly Hutchison from Hamilton Bass. It's look might be Hamilton to the 4 here. Lanes 3, 4, and probably 2. It was 4, 3 and 2. Miss McKenna, Cumbernauld just snatching it, 40-60 from lane 3, Holly Hutchison, 40-66 and 41-31, Neve Moore.
Heat 4, lane 1, Madison Gurley, North Ayrshire 2, Alice Meldrum, City of Glasgow 3, Amy Jones, Forth Valley Trident 4, Hannah McMillan, North Ayrshire 5, Alexandra Nastiuka, Stranraer Stingrays, and 6, Ava Dempsey, City of Glasgow. And it's the Stranraer Stingray swimmer, Alexandra Nastiuka, in lane 5, who is leading this, just 13 years of age. She has the advantage, but they are coming back at her now. Lane 4, Hannah McMillan is right up alongside her. That's where your 1 and 2 is going to come from. Lanes 4 and 5. Who's going to take this? All at the touch, and it's lane 5. 41.12 for Alexandra. Hannah McMillan in a 41.46. And lane 1's Madison Gurley takes third place in a 42.96.
Kara McHugh, Western Bartonshire in 1, Eva Steele, Forth Valley Tridents 2, 2 Hamilton swimmers in 3 and 4, that's Jessica Simpson and Heidi Addison, Connie Lunan, South Ayrshire 5, and 6, Emily Dawson, Mulgine Bearsden. Emily Dawson going well over in 6. She might just be shading the lead at the moment. Just gone halfway. Coming through late, Jessica Simpson in 3. To try and put in a challenge along with Heidi Addison. Over on the far side, it's still Emily Dawson with the advantage, but the 2 Hamilton girls are coming through very, very fast. Jessica is going to take this from Heidi, I think. Jessica did actually get up to take it. Kara McHugh from Western Bartonshire on the near side, 40.28, 40.29. Heidi Addison, very fast swims at the finish there. Some nice PBs.
Heat 6, lane 1, Alex Shepherd, Cumbernauld. 2, Ailey Reid, City of Glasgow. 3, Nina Spirit Hawthorne, Inverclyde. 4, Amelia Prigel, Bellshill Sharks. 5, Charlotte Palavko Sinstag, City of Glasgow. And 6, Mia Loudon, North Ayrshire. And it is Mia Loudon over there in lane 6 who has the lead. But watch lane 2, Ailey Reid, City of Glasgow swimmer. Coming up alongside her is Alex Shepherd. It's all to play for, certainly for second and third. I think it will go to lane 6. Oh, called that completely wrong. Lane 1, Alex Shepherd, 40.46. Lane 6, Mia Loudon takes second place in a 40.64. And Ailey Reid takes third place in a 40.88. As we move over to event 407 and the turn of our male and open swimmers, 50-metre breaststroke. So the results for event 402, the girls 11-year-olds 100-metre butterfly, gold goes to Amelia Surrey of City of Glasgow.
First of 6 seats for the guys. 1, Adam Reid, East Kilbride. 2, Demir Ockman, Hamilton Bass. 3, Ronan McMillan, North Ayrshire. 4, Cole Scott, Larkhall, Avondale. And 5, Rocco Crockford, City Glasgow. Well, Ronan McMillan flying at the moment, well clear. Who's going to be second? Cole Scott maybe. Swimming from Larkhall, Avondale in lane 4. But Ronan McMillan has scooshed this one, no problem at all. Sub 40 seconds, cracking swim, 38.20. Second place, 43.29 was Cole Scott, and Rocco was third in 44.04. Well done, Ronan, 38.20.
Heat 2, lane 1, Ross Leslie, East Kilbride. 2, Alexander Dale, Milngine Bearsden. 3, Oren McLeod, Forth Valley Tridents. 4, Samuel McEwen, Cumbernauld. 5, Nate Uppington, Ren 96. And we have an empty lane 6 in this heat. And it is Nate Uppington over in lane 5 that has the lead here. Coming up fast, however, is Oren McLeod, the Forth Valley Trident swimmer. He's up into second. Third, I think, lies with Samuel McEwen of Cumbernauld. Nate Uppington will take this one. And he does in a 39.08 ahead of Oren McLeod in a 40.36. And third place goes to Samuel McEwen in 40.69.
38, empty lane in 1, 2, Liam Henry, North Ayrshire, Luke Todd, Forth Valley, Tridents in 3, Lewis Nelson from East Kilbride 4, Alex Cumming, Forth Valley Tridents, and 6, Toby Wong, Renfrew Baths. Looks like it's Lewis who just has the slight advantage, although on his shoulder, Luke Todd trying to get past them inside the final few metres. It's Lewis and Luke. That's just how it finishes. 37.96 for Lewis, 38.81 for Luke, and Andrew 39.60. Nicely inside the 40-second mark for Andrew.
This is Heat 4, Lane 1, Cameron O'Donnell, Hamilton Baths, 2, Frannick Naemick, Forth Valley Trident, 3, Hamish Black, South Ayrshire Swim Team, 4, Aaron Russell, Bells Hill Sharks, 5, Rick Shen, City of Glasgow Swim Team, and 6, Robbie McCallum, Milngavie and Bears Den. And it is the City of Glasgow swimmer, Rick Chen, who has the advantage now as the boys go down to the last 10 metres or so. Rick Chen will lead the field in ahead of lane 3's Hamish Black. That's your 1 and 2. 35.81 for Rick Chen and 36.92 for Hamish Black. A third place goes to Aaron Russell in a 38.82.
Heat 5, Zach Neeson, Larkhall Avondale in 1, 2, Kieran McDonald, East Kilbride, 3, Jack Morrison, Cumbernauld, 4, Callum Struzik, 5, Alexandru Vasilovs, both Bells Hill Sharks, and 6, Adam Merrick, Cumbernauld. Nicely away, Zach Neeson in lane 1, and also the 4 guys in 3, 4, 5 and 6, Jack, Callum, Alexandru and Adam, all very much in the mix. Well, it looks like it might be lane 1 from 3 and possibly 6. Good call, 36.57 by 400s. Zach Neeson takes that. Yes. 36.61, second place. Jack Morrison and Adam Merrick, the 2 Cumbernauld guys, take the minor places, 37.55.
And this is Heat 6, the final heat of 407, event 407. 1, Hayden Simpson, Milngavie and Bears Den. 2, Finley Guidici, Renfrew Bath. 3, Luke Watling Smith, Western Bartonshire. 4, Ewan Morrison, Hamilton Baths. Zihang Lan, City of Glasgow in lane 5. And 6, Brian Fitzpatrick, Western Bartonshire. And this looks pretty tight, but I think it's lane 2, Finley Guidici leading ahead of Luke Watling Smith. I think that's your 1 and 2. Third place possibly going to go to lane 4, I beg your pardon, and it does. So that's Finley Guidici finishing first in a 34.64, Luke Watling Smith in a 34.79, and Ewan Morrison finishes third in a 35.64. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're now on event 408, the penultimate event of this weekend. This is the female 12 and over 1500 meter freestyle. We have 2 heats, and as Robert's just reminded me, Antiques Roadshow's on the telly, so please don't disappear and make a cup of tea and watch that if you're watching us on live streaming. So in the pool we have in lane 1, Emma Birrell, City of Glasgow, 2, Hannah Adair, North Ayrshire, 3, Grace Blair, Forth Valley Tridents, 4, Charlotte Adair, North Ayrshire, 5, Paige Bennett, Cumbernauld, and 6, Eva Gibson, also Cumbernauld. So leading at the moment, it is lane 3, Grace Blair. And in behind her we have second place, tight between lanes 1 and 2, Emma Birrell and Hannah Adair. Pretty much stroke for stroke. Probably the North Ayrshire swimmer just has the advantage there. So 1:11:52. Anyway, okay, so Grace Blair continues to lead this. I will let you know she's just doing 200 meters this evening, so she will stop at once she reaches the top end of the pool here, and it's all about the swimmers in behind her. So in second place in lane 2, it's Hannah Adair, and Emma Birrell in third at the moment on the basis of the swimmers in the water. But doing the 1500 meters are the 5 girls in behind, Grace Blair, and Grace will come in to finish just shortly. And then we'll see 5 swimmers. Let's Grace finish now. So let's watch the time for lane 2, Hannah Adair, 21:41 as an entry time. She's going to turn now in a 2:39.76. Leading ahead of Emma Birrell. And then in behind our 2 leaders are 3 girls over on the far side. Charlotte Adair, Paige Bennett and Eva Gibson, pretty much swimming in a line and nothing to separate them for third place. So 250 meters will be completed after the girls reach the turn at the far end of the pool. And it is lane 2, Hannah Adair leading ahead of Emma Birrell. Third place with advantage there, but only just goes to lane 5, Paige Bennett in a 3:27.57, 3:27.80 for lane 4's Charlotte Adair. And it will be the North Ayrshire swimmer who will turn first at 300 meters. So let's have a look at entry times here. They're all sitting around the late 21:30 is the fastest, 22:09 the slowest in this particular heat. We do have 2 heats, as I said a moment ago. Some of the girls in the second heat are all, some of them certainly sub 20 minutes. 2 of them sub 19, but it's all about what's happening in the pool at the moment, and it is the North Ayrshire swimmer, Hannah Adair, continuing to lead ahead of Emma Birrell. Bit of a split over on the far side of the pool now, with third place lying with Paige Bennett as she moves ahead. Just maybe falling off the pace just a little bit is Charlotte Adair, but a long way to go, folks. So Hannah Adair, Emma Birrell, Paige Bennett, the top 3 at 350 meters.
We're looking at
So on current pacing, looking at a finish time around 21:18. So as we saw with the boys, 1,500 metres, however, it's difficult when you're swimming on your own, as Hannah is doing at the moment. But she needs to keep the pace. She's 400 metres completed, 1,100 still to go. So 21:41 is what she entered on. She has quite a nice lead there now, as also up into, I think, second place now moves Paige Bennett, the Cumbernauld swimmer, just moving ahead of City of Glasgow's Emma Birrell. That's your top 1, 2 and 3. Swimming coming along nicely, lane 6, Eva Gibson. She's possibly, in fact, yes, she's now up into third place. Alongside, so just in behind her teammate Paige Bennett. In second, Hannah Adair's turning now 6:14, so 6:18 for second place Paige. So Hannah's got just about a 4-second advantage at this stage, and at the next turn 500 metres will have been completed. Lane 1 in third place now. That's Emma Birrell in behind Paige Bennett there. So she did respond to the challenge going on in lane 6 for third place. Still pretty tight between 1 and 6, however. But here comes Hannah into the 500 metre mark. And she turns there in a 6:57.50. So she's looking at pacings around 86, so we're looking at a 21:18 at the moment as a finish time. And I'm going to pass you over to Robert for the next 500 metres.
So Hannah pacing a wee bit inside her entry time. She's got an entry time of 21:41.30. Pacing roughly 20 seconds or so inside that at the moment. So it's been fairly steady 86s. The last 3 lots of hundreds that Hannah's been churning out. Over in lane 5, Paige Bennett from Cumbernauld. Vying for second place, along with Emma Birrell, City Glasgow. All the swimmers' entry times are 21.5 minutes plus. So it's getting a little bit interesting at the head of affairs now. 8:24.97, 8:25.99, just a second in it. Paige Bennett from Cumbernauld coming through very strongly indeed. Well, the pace there dropped to 77.5. It now looks as though it's Paige Bennett is beginning to take up the mantle. And it is the youngster from Cumbernauld who's gone past Hannah Adair. And a change of leader as we're getting towards the halfway mark. There's exactly a 1.5 difference now between Paige and Hannah, so she's picked up 2.5 seconds. So I suspect that she's pacing round about 84-second pace. So our new leader coming down to the 700 mark. We'd expect something sub 950 here. Well, not quite, 950.57. So that last 100 was round about 75-second pace. So at the moment we're on for something still sub 21:20, but it could be a wee bit faster since Paige has really got into her rhythm now. So let's have a look at the halfway time. 10:32:41. So as I say, you take that time, double it. That becomes 21:05 roughly. And add on probably 10 seconds, 12 seconds or thereabouts, since it's double the distance virtually of an 800. So 21:15 or thereabouts is a potential finish time for Paige if she can keep this going. Should be looking at something around the 11:15 mark here if we're going to be pacing around 75. Well, it's almost 11:16, but that's okay. Pacing virtually bang on 75. So she just wants to keep this steady pace going for the next 200 or 300 metres. And then when she hits that horrible wall, as we usually get, around about 1200 metres, she wants to just keep that momentum that she's building going as much as she can and kick on for the final few hundred metres. So we're hoping for a split somewhere around about the 12:40, 12:41 mark when she comes down to the next marker, which was going to be 900 metres. Our early leader Hannah Dare a fair way back now. She's about 6 seconds clear of Emma Burrell, who in turns a wee bit ahead of Eva Gibson and Charlotte Adair a wee bit further back in fifth. As Paige comes down, and let's say 12:41. Well, she's just dropped the pace a wee bit there. 12:41.87. That's almost a 76. So we're still something in the region of about a 21:20 finish. Might be a wee bit faster if she can just try and find a wee bit extra over the next few hundred metres. Well, we might get an interesting finale for the minor places. And I've still got work to do to keep control of second place. Emma Burrell in her sights. So the next point will be 1,000 metres. So hopefully our leader will turn somewhere around 13:08. So Hannah still in second place, but she might come under a little bit of pressure in the final stage of the race. Emma Burrell making a move. City Glasgow swimmer in lane one. She's certainly closed that gap quite significantly. Jackie might get a wee bit excited in the later stages for that second and third place, but at the moment 14:07.83. Well, back on the marker again, around about a 76 pace. So pretty steady from Paige as I pass you back to Jackie.
Thank you, Robert. Just look away from the pool a moment. I'll give you some results to conclude event 402. Gold medal for the 12-year-old girls 100-metre butterfly goes to Poppy Bigger of Kilmarnock. 13-year-old girls bronze medal goes to Beth Gillis, Hamilton Baths. Silver, Amy Robertson, Cumbernauld, and Megan Ferris, Cumbernauld, takes gold. 14-year-old girls, bronze medal goes to Bales Hill Sharks, Charlotte Shanks. Silver, goes to Sandy Keddy, Cumbernauld, and gold, Rebecca Motion, East Kilbride. 15-year-old girls, bronze goes to Grace Blair, Forth Valley Tridents. Silver, Isla Stevenson, Bales Hill Sharks. Gold, Evie Chan, Ren 96. 16-year-old girls, silver goes to Carmen Hume, Kilmarnock, gold, Alicia Thompson of Cumbernauld. 17 and over. Just wait a moment as we watch our leader come in to the turn now. Paige Bennett, the Cumbernauld swimmer, 15:32.55 at 1100 metres. She is beginning to pick up the pace now, but she's looking at around just 1 minute 24, so we're looking at a 21:11 for a finish time now for our leader. Second place is North Ayrshire's Hannah Adair, Emma Birrell in behind her. I think Robert was talking about Hannah possibly coming under a little bit of pressure, but she's responded to that. But into the turn at the far end with 350 metres to go is our leader, Paige Bennett, the 14-year-old from Cumbernauld. And we'll keep an eye on her time as I go back to some results. So the 16-year-old girls, 100-metre butterfly. I think I gave you that, in fact. 17 and over girls. Bronze medal goes to Hamilton Bath, Jenna Lindsay. Ren 96's Ada Broden takes silver. And City of Glasgow's Alice Meldrum takes gold. The boys, 13-year-olds, 100-metre butterfly. Bronze goes to Inverclyde, Zachary Pine. Silver, North Ayrshire's Cameron Miller. And gold, Inverclyde's Alex Jacovides. And so into the turn now at 1200 metres, and it is our leader, 16:57.69 for her. And she's just slowed just a little bit over that last 100 compared to the previous 100, but still going to be, she'll go down and see she's got 250 metres to go, as the lap cards will show 5 lengths still to be swam. It's North Ayrshire's Hannah Adair in second, Emma Birrell in third. So again, away from the pool, the 14-year-old boys 100-metre butterfly. In bronze medal position is South Ayrshire's Hamish Black. His teammate Lewis Relly takes silver, and Ren 96 Nate Uppington takes gold. 15-year-old boys, bronze medal goes to Cumbernauld Jack Morrison. Silver medal to City of Glasgow's Alexander Schmeitek, and gold goes to Ren 96 Dominic Gribben. 16-year-old boys, bronze medal goes to Bells Hill Sharks Aaron Russell. Silver, Inverclyde's Clark Malkin Gill, and gold, East Kilbride's Kyle Connolly. 17 and over, bronze medal goes to Michael Winship, City of Glasgow. Silver, Regan Shaw, Cumbernauld, and gold, Ruben Pearson, Bells Hill. So back in the pool, and our leader continues the pace. 18:24.26 for her there. The pace is slipping a little bit for our leader now. We're looking at around a 21:17 as a finish time. But there's still chance to pick that up. She is having to do this all on her own. We cannot underestimate how difficult that is when you've got nobody to push you. But Paige is our leader, only 14 years of age going into this event. And she's got 3 lengths left to go. She'll hear the bell when she comes back up to the top end. And we'll have a look and see just what happens. It's the North Ayrshire swimmer Hannah Adair in second, Emma Birrell in third. So here comes Paige. She's got half a length to go. She'll hear the bell just shortly. She comes into the closing meters of this particular length. Here we go. That's the bell for Paige Bennett. So let's see what she can do. The arms will be tiring, the legs will be tiring, but she's got to keep this going. Those legs are moving as fast as she possibly can. Cheer her on. She's has a cracking race, this 14-year-old. Took this on about just under 2/3 of the way through this race. Hannah Adair continue in second place. Emma Birrell in third. Both of these girls have now heard the bell. That's Eva Gibson and Charlotte Adair. And at the far end, our leader, Paige Bennett, turns and heads for home. Let's watch the clock. She entered on a 21:45. Just looking for the scoreboard to give us that. There you go, 20:42. So come on, Paige, let's see what you can do against your entry time this evening. Don't envy anybody swimming a 1,500 metres at this time on a Sunday night. So 21:45, as I said, was her entry time. Big improvement on this, I think we're going to see. Paige comes into the closing stages and finishes there 21:09.40. She'll be well pleased with that. Hannah Adair will come in second place. Hannah entered on a 21:41. So she took on the lead at the beginning of this race. 21:27, so she'll be happy with that improvement. And into third place goes Emma Birrell. Coming in third place, Emma Birrell in a 21:39.06. So another improvement on her entry time. Eva Gibson finishes in behind our top three, as Charlotte Adair comes in to finish her 1,500 metre race. That completes heat 1.
Well, we move on to our second heat. Erin Faulkner, Bellshill Sharks in 1. Our teammate Amy Rimmer goes in 2. Sky Bailey from East Kilbride, reserve swim, goes in lane 3. 4 and 5, both from Bellshill Sharks. Rebecca Malling, Jessica Lafferty, and Jamie Steventon from Cumbernauld. So a strong start from Rebecca, 109.76. She'll be down in Manchester over the weekend, so hopefully she's got enough in the tank to give us a good swim in this one.
So lane 4's Rebecca Malin comes in there, 200 metres, 2:24.46. Lane 2's Amy Rimmer in behind her, and it is Erin Faulkner in third place.
So Rebecca going pretty well in lane 4. Teammates in 2 and 1. Amy Rimmer, Erin Faulkner, second and third. Come on, Cumbernauld, Jamie. We need you to get this 4th position nailed down. We don't want a 1, 2, 3, 4 for Belsill. They've got 4 swimmers. You need to mix it up, please. Jessica Lafferty and Jamie Stevenson having a good contest for that 4th and 5th spot. But Rebecca really cruising at the moment, going very well after 400 metres. So Rebecca coming down to complete 1/3 of the race here. She's got about 12 metres advantage over Amy Rimmer, who in turn is about 5 or 6 clear of Erin Faulkner. Jessica Lafferty, Jamie Stevenson, 4th and 5th. So 4:54.29. Entry time is 18:50.47, and Rebecca's pacing maybe just a smidgen inside that at the moment, so she's going well. We'll keep her fingers crossed so she can keep this good pace going. Got to do it all on her own though. So I'd expect something round about 6:10ish when she comes down to the 500 mark. Unusual to see this a lot of strong leg kick at this early stage, but just the way the swimmer swims the race, and we are pretty well bang on the money. 6:10.14 at the 500 with Amy Rimmer in second, as I pass you back to Jackie for the middle part of this race.
So thank you, Robert, as our leader continues being very strong there in the centre of the pool. We've got some more results here. Event 404, the 13-year-old girls 200 metre freestyle. Silver goes to Beth Gillis of Hamilton Baths, and gold Elsa Chand, East Kilbride. 14-year-old girls, silver medal goes to Ren 96's Heidi Shaw, and Hamilton Baths Ruby Hunter takes gold. The 15-year-old girls, bronze medals go to Charlotte McGav on Hamilton Baths, silver Jessica Lafferty Belsill Sharks, and gold Nina Spirit Hillthorne, Inverclyde. 16-year-old girls, silver goes to Alex Shepherd, Cumbernauld, and gold Emily Dawson, Milngavie and Bearsden. 17 and over, bronze medal goes to Ada Broden, Ren 90. No, that's wrong. Silver medal goes to Ada Broden, Ren 96, and gold Sophia McGinley, Cumbernauld. So we look at back in the pool, and it is lane 4's Rebecca Mallon There is no stopping her. 7:26.07 at the 800 meters mark. So we're looking, pacing just fairly steady at the moment. She's looking at an 18:50 finish time. If she can keep this going, so that'll be just around her entry time. But we'll wait to see. We are into the middle section of this race, and sometimes the pace can just pick up again once they hit the 1,000 meters. That can be part of the race plan. But Rebecca, look at her go up there, turning now. 17 lengths to go. Some more results. The event 4:04, the girls 13-year-olds 200-meter freestyle. Silver goes to Beth Gillis, Hamilton Baths. Gold, Elsa Chand, East Kilbride. Sorry, I've just read that. I've been given the results twice. So event 4:05, 13-year-old boys 200-meter freestyle. Silver medal, Zachary Pine, Inverclyde. Gold, Alex Jacovides, Inverclyde. 14-year-old, silver goes to Forth Valley Tridents, Rory Stevenson. And gold, South Ayrshire's Lewis Relly. 15-year-old boys, gold goes to Ryan Crabby from Ren 96. 16-year-old boys, silver goes to Inverclyde's Clark Malkin Gill. Gold, Brian Fitzpatrick, West Dunbartonshire. 17 and over, so bronze medal, I beg your pardon, goes to Declan Cassells, East Kilbride. Silver, Forth Valley Tridents, Daniel Hay. And gold, Ren 96, Harry Keogh. So back in the pool, and there really is no stopping Rebecca now. She was a little bit slower over that last 100 there as she turned at 700 meters. So we're just over the halfway mark now for Rebecca. And here she comes there in lane 4. Looking very strong, motoring through the water now. So if I look at her time and her pacing at the 800 meters, looking for just under the 10 minutes, I beg your pardon, 9:57.69. And she has picked up the pace now. That last 100 was a 74, just under 75. So she's estimated at an 18:42 at the moment as a finish time. That is well inside her entry time. So she has picked up the pace as she goes into the second half of this race. In fact, it's firmly into the second half of this race now. Here she comes back up. As Robert said earlier, was down in Manchester yesterday and has come up to swim here in this distance on this Sunday evening. So into the turn after 900 meters. 11:13.85. Yeah, the pacing is it's gone back up again a little bit now. She's looking, it was a 76 and a half, but I'd expect to see her begin to pick up the pace again. So in behind her, the two swimmers. There's lane 1, Erin Faulkner. Then it's Jessica Lafferty and Jamie Steventon over on the far side of the pool. But here comes Rebecca now. And it'll be 1,000 meters completed when she turns. In just a moment, let's watch the time and then we'll get an idea of if she's picked up the pace. 12:30.24. So she's actually slowed just a little bit. I might be wrong here. No, she's pretty, yeah, she has. Just gets closer to 1:17 now than it was. But we are into the final third of this race, and I'll pass you back over to Robert. So Rebecca is coming up too. She's turned now. She's got 7 lengths to go. She's into that now. Our leader, she's led right from the beginning up to 1,100 meters. She's coming to the turn now. And her teammate, Erin Faulkner, in second place. Third place also Bells Hill Sharks, Jessica Lafferty, but she's just got the advantage over JB Stevenson there in lane 6. The girls are pretty much stroke for stroke now, but it's Rebecca Malling leading now, and now I'll pass you over to Robert.
Thank you, Jackie. Always good that you can do an extra 100 metres for me. Appreciate that. And Rebecca is still on course for getting under the 19-minute mark. And while she's doing that, I'll give you some results. The girls' 50 breaststroke, they're 12-year-olds. Silver to Stranraer Stingrays, Alexandria Thompson, and Lexi Crosby, Mulgan Bearsten, the gold medal. In the 13-year-olds, bronze to Stranraer Stingrays, Alexandra Ushtaka. Silver, Hamilton Bass, Holly Hutchison, and her teammate, Heidi Addison, takes gold. In the 14-year-olds, Cumbernaulds, Lucy McKenna is bronze medalist. Western Bartonshire's Ciara McHugh, silver, and Hamilton Bass, Jessica Simpson, the gold. Spirit Hawthorne, Inverclyde, bronze medalist in 15. Western Bartonshire's Niamh Moore, silver, and North Ayrshires Mia Loudon takes the gold. 1,200 metres complete now, and turning in 15:03.60. So pacing just beginning to pick up again. There's a wee chance that she might actually get inside her entry time. That'd be nice. Just really get in the final 200 or 300 going for it. Looks like she's really getting a bit between her teeth again. We'll keep our fingers crossed she can do that. So completing the 50 breast, the 16-year-olds, Mulgan Bearsten, Emily Dawson is bronze, City Glasgow's Ailey Reid, silver, and Alex Shepherd, Cumbernauld, the gold. Alice Meldrum, City Glasgow, bronze in the 17 overs. Amy Jones, Forth Valley Tridents, silver, and Amelia Pragel, Bells Hill Sharks, our gold medalist. And for the guys in the 12-year-olds, Damar Oimac, Hamilton Bass, bronze, Rocco Croxford, City Glasgow, silver, and Renfrew Bass, Toby Wong takes gold. 13-year-olds, East Kilbride's Adam Reid, bronze, teammate Ross Leslie takes silver, and Forth Valley Tridents, Andrew Cumming, the gold. Rebecca 16, 19, 69. Still within the realms of getting under that 1850 mark. The 14-year-olds, Hamish Black, South Ayrshire, the bronze medalist. Larkhall Avondale's Zach Neeson, silver. Mulgan Bearsten, Hayden Simpson takes gold. 15-year-old, City Glasgow's Zihan Wang is bronze medalist. Cumbernaulds Jack Morrison is silver, and City Glasgow's Rick Chen the gold. Cumbernaulds Adam Merrick, the bronze medalist in his 15-year-olds, and Western Bartonshire silver and gold. Silver to Brian Fitzpatrick, gold to Luke Watling Smith, and the 17 overs, Ewan Morrison, Hamilton Bass, silver, Renfrew Bass, Finlay Guici, the gold medalist. So coming down, expecting a time somewhere round about 17, 17:35 or thereabouts. 17:34.81. Well, the pace has actually just been up to just under a 75. So Rebecca, entry time 18:50.47. Might be doing somersaults because I think she's going to be inside that. She's going really well now. Found it a wee bit difficult in that middle section, having to do it all on her own, but managed just to get over that difficult period and just pick the pace up after 1,000 metres or so. And we're flying now. 18:11. Well, I'm pretty sure she's going to come back and finish round about the 18:46, 18:47 mark. That'll be a good swim. Having been in the car on the way back up from Manchester today. And what a swim we've had from Rebecca. 18:46.40. Well done. That's what we love seeing, PBs in these distance events. Lots of swimmers onto their final 100 now. Amy Rimmer, one of the other 14-year-olds coming in. Her entry time was 19:19:20, a wee bit over that, but that's okay. 19:31:26. I'm sure she'll be fairly happy with that. All within a second of each 100, so less than a second added on. Over on the far side, Jamie Stevenson might actually deprive Belsill of a 1-2-3 here. And Jamie on a 20:36.40 entry time gets third place and a nice PB to boot. 20:14.94. Erin Faulkner on a 19:37.70, 20:15.75 and 20:23.05 for Jessica Lafferty, the fourth of the Belsill quartet coming home. And we just have Sky Bailey. She's had the bell. She's on to the final 75 metres. And Sky with just over 50 to go now. .21.09. Well, she'll probably add about 50 seconds or so onto that, so she's probably going to finish the race somewhere around the 22-minute mark. But I don't think I'm talking out of turn, but the likelihood is she may not get that time actually accredited to her. So I'll wait for that result. Yeah, as I suspected, disqualification in that heat. Sky getting disqualified. I think you maybe saw it on the live stream. She just got off the blocks a fraction early. But a good swim. Well done, Sky. Don't worry about it, my dear. There'll be other days.
And we move on to the final event, with event 409, the male and open 14 and over 200 meter IM. This is 4 heats for you this evening before concluding the racing here at East Kilbride. This is heat 1. In lane 1, Hayden Simpson, Milngavie and Bearsden. 2, Archie Barr, Ren 96. 3, Lewis Sinclair, Rutherglen. 4, Andrew Hendry, Scotia. 5, Zach Neeson, Larkhall Avondale. And 6, Aidan Fraser, Western Bartonshire. So at the first turn there it is lane 6, Aidan Fraser, 33.55, leading ahead of Archie Barr. And the boys have moved into the backstroke. Still the Western Bartonshire swimmer leading Aidan Fraser. It's got about a body and a half length lead now as we come up to the turn to transition into the breaststroke. Second place lines with lane 2, Archie Barr. Still, third place, it's pretty tight, lies in the middle of the pool, lanes 3 and 4 battling out for that. But our leader, Aidan Fraser, transition, as has the Ren 96's Archie Barr. And then Rutherglen's Lewis Sinclair and Andrew Hendry, Scotia, in third, but coming through nicely we see Hayden Simpson, the Milngavie and Bearsden swimmer. So the breaststroke often changes. These are the IM order. And we'll keep an eye, see what happens here. It's still the Western Bartonshire swimmer, however, I think, who has the lead, but he's being challenged for that in lane 2 by Archie Barr of Ren 96. So Archie, I now think, has the advantage over Aidan Fraser as the boys go into the final turn. And it is Archie there in a 2:05.26. And Hayden Simpson moved up into second ahead of Aidan Fraser. Let's watch that cap in lane 4. Scotia's cap of Andrew Hendry. He's really motoring down this final length now up into second place. Western Bartonshire's Aidan Fraser in third. But it is Archie Barr who is going to lead the field in. Scotia swimmers having a go, but he's going to run out of water. Archie Barr takes that in a 2:41.44 ahead of Andrew Hendry in a 2:42.73. And Western Bartonshire's Aidan Fraser takes third in a 2:43.88.
Kearney Smith in 1 from Bellshill Sharks. Jack Higney, Cumbernauld 2. Lewis Riley, South Ayrshire 3. Luke Watling-Smith, Western Bartonshire 4. Rudy Stevenson, Forth Valley Tridents 5. Gordon McLeod, South Ayrshire 6. This is the second of the 4 heats. 2:35 to 2:43 are the entry times. So Butterfly being shown pretty well. Lanes 2 and 3 going best of all, lane 3, I think. Lewis Riley, 32.43, but a second ahead of Jack Higney with Lewis Watling-Smith. Not that far behind in third. It's still Lewis with the advantage. Probably extending that advantage now. Having a very good backstroke is our leader. Gone 3 or 4 metres clear. Rest of the field all pretty well there. But they've got to find something special in breaststroke to claw back roughly a 3 metre advantage. Jack Higney turning second. The other 4 boys virtually on a line together. Separated by less than a second for third through sixth. So the advantage around 3 seconds here. And making a charge is the West D boy, Luke Watling-Smith. But it's only got him upsides Jack Higney, because Lewis Riley is performing a very strong breaststroke section as well, and probably pulling away from the rest of the field that little bit more. So Lewis Riley has got this race wrapped up here with 50 to go, about 5-6 metres clear. Jack Higney and Luke Watling-Smith virtually together, about half a second between the two. Luke just sneaking into second. There's no way they're going to catch our leader now. Lewis well clear. Let's hope he gets a few seconds off that entry time, 2:35 and a half. Well, it's going to be well inside the 2:35 and a half. Probably a 3-second improvement here. 2:32.10, almost 3.5 seconds faster. It's the Western Berkshire lad, Luke Watling-Smith. 2:38.32 taking second, and 2:39.43. Jack Higney is our third one home.
Heat 3, Lane 1, Jay McKinnon, Western Bartonshire. 2, Aidan Nixon, Bells Hill Sharks. 3, Max Buchanan, Renfrew Bath. 4, Murray Johnson, Ren 96. 5, Hamish Black, South Ayrshire Swim Team. And 6, Alexandru Vasilios, Bells Hill Sharks. And it's Alexandru who has taken the advantage early on, but he's being challenged for that by lane 3, Max Buchanan. And it is in fact Max who had the advantage there going into the turn. 30.96 for Max, 31.43 for Alexandru. And lane 1's Jay McKinnon in third place in a 33.27. And into the backstroke, and it is Max Buchanan, the Renfrew Bath swimmer, who has the lead here, is about half a body length from the Bells Hill Sharks swimmer, Alexandru Vasilios. But Alexandru is coming back up alongside him now, and I think will have the advantage, possibly. No, still the rise with the Renfrew Bath swimmer as they come into line with my eyesight. So Renfrew Bath swimmer, Max Buchanan, transitioning first into the breaststroke, 1:11.01, 1:11.76 for Alexandru, and it is lane 4. Murray Johnson now up into third. And the boys coming up right in a line now, our three leaders. Max Buchanan, Murray Johnson, Alexandru Vasilios leading the field, but watch Hamish Black, the South Ayrshire swimmer. So need to keep an eye on lane 1. Jay McKinnon not too far away either, but the Hamish Black, he's right up alongside our leaders now. So going into the final turn, it will be Alexandru, I think, turns first. He does, just ahead of Murray Johnson, and in turn ahead of Hamish Black. So everything to play for down this final length. Alexandru Vasilios, half a body length on the rest of the field. In behind him in lanes 5, 4 and 3. I think that Hamish Black is up in second. Murray Johnson has the advantage for third, but coming back at him is Max Buchanan. It is Alexandru Vasilios who will take this one, this penultimate heat of the racing this evening, 2:33.47 inside his entry time. Hamish Black in a 2:35.09, and Max Johnson 2:36.23. 3/100ths of a second split him, and fourth place Murray Johnson.
So our final event is heat 4 of the 400 IM. In 1 we have Jack Shaw from Bellshill Sharks. In lane 3 we've Finlay Gudici, Renfrew Baths, and in lane 6 Lewis Aitchison from Forth Valley Tridents. You're wondering why the swimmer in lane 2 is not swimming an IM. He was at the call room for his 50 breast, but someone omitted to get him into the starting blocks, so he's just swimming a 50 breast. That's Matthew Byrne. So that's him done. 44.69 for Matthew. So back to the other 3 guys. Jack in 1 from Bellshill, Finlay Gudici, Renfrew Baths in 3, Lewis Aitchison, Forth Valley Tridents over in 6. So the 3 guys come down to the halfway mark. Finlay Gudici, 200s back, but breaststroke might sort this one out as Finlay gets to work. Renfrew Baths some pretty useful breaststroke swimmers, but so the Bellshill. Jack Shaw still sticking with them. Lewis Aitchison with a fair bit to do to try and get close to them on this breaststroke section. Finlay Gudici just opening up a bit of a gap here. So we're getting towards the end of the breaststroke section, and it looks this looks good for the Renfrew Bath swimmer. Gone a good body length clear, probably about second and a half clear now. Is virtually a second and a half. 155.28, 156.70. And I think Lewis will have to settle for third. We'll see if Jack Shaw can come back. Finlay Gudici still has body length or so advantage, and kicking for home inside the final 15, or final 20 rather. Finlay Gudici coming home to take this final heat pretty much on his entry time. 2:30.40 was his entry time, nicely inside that, and a 2:29 on the nose. Jack Shaw and a 2:31.90, 2:32.33, pretty well there. And Lewis Aitchison concludes our final session, 2:38.56. Thanks, fellas, and thanks everyone for joining us on live stream today and over the weekend. That concludes the session, session 4. Thank you for joining Jackie Smith and myself, Robert Taylor. So from the Dollan Baths at Kilbride, we bid you farewell.